All right, welcome to the Growth Marketing Podcast, your go-to guide for scaling e-commerce brands to 7, 8, and 9 figures. Hosted by Brick Social's Toby Waller and me, Tony Does Ads. We're here to reveal the strategies and secrets behind the success of top brands. Get ready for actionable insights and growth hacks to take your business to the next level.
Ultimate e-commerce bundle, which our team recently launched about 2 weeks ago. We've spent a pretty considerable amount of time bringing it to market. However, a lot of the products were used internally already at the agency. However, we packaged them up in more of a presentable way for people to use themselves in a templatized format. And what it ultimately is a means of brands to alleviate creative bottleneck, which is typically volume and ideation. And it gives them a lot of templates that they can use within their ads to come up with static ads within Canva. So what we've done is we've compiled a bundle, and we can go into each of the parts of the bundle and the products within the bundle in a moment. But the core product is 150, I think it's about 156 actually, Canva static ad templates, pretty universally accessible to any industry, and they're just drag and drop. So when someone purchases the bundle, they simply get access to Canva. They duplicate the whole kind of deck, and then that's theirs to use forever. They make their templates their own, fonts, colors, etc., and just drag and drop their product into the relevant template. So we launched that about 2 weeks ago. Organically, it's been like a hit. It's been really well received. We've made some tweaks to it based on feedback, but the general consensus and feedback that we've received on that bundle is universally good.
I think the general consensus is raise the price of it because we're basically giving it away for free.
It might as well be free at this point. It won't be forever, but it's at $27 at the moment, and we will raise that. Obviously, it's a crazy low price. However, we wanted to just iron out any initial bugs during the bundle. There hasn't really been any, but we're just going to try and get as much feedback as we can and get as many people in there receiving the value as we can. The feedback that we've been getting is, value is huge. It needs to be charged at 2K minimum. We no longer need a creative team, and so on. So I'm really proud of what we've produced. It's going to be something that we definitely will update over time. For the time being, there's a lot in there for people to use. We, as a team, we focus, although we do media buying a lot, we focus heavily on creative with all of our clients, and these statics have been hugely beneficial to us from a templatized perspective. A lot of the brands that come on board with us have huge gaps in their creative, in their static library. So this allows us to plug those holes super quick. So I think the use case of this bundle is twofold. It's for brands to use in-house, but also for agencies to use across their brands, which I'm seeing a very varying kind of customer base downloading the bundle. So it does come with a number of other products within the bundle as well. So alongside the creative, we can touch more on the creative templates in a moment, but just to summarize, creative templates, copy templates to use alongside the creative templates. So just 150 plus copy templates as well, with different headlines, copies, etc., which you can just simply copy and paste and use and test, just with spaces where you can enter your personalized brand info. It also comes with an AI customer research cheat sheet, and that's a tongue twister, but all it ultimately means is digging into research data, review data to spit out customer personas that you can leverage across your brand, ultimately not specifically creative or copy, but across your whole brand. And we've done that internally for years. Used to be more manual than it is now with the use of AI, but we do it all the time. So it's really valuable for people to do, not only when you first start working with a brand or just once, but ongoing, because you're always getting new reviews. And then a BROAS and a BCPA calculator, which is just a break-even calculator, which really allows you to dig into the weeds of, are we profitable? What metrics do we need to hit to be profitable, or at least break even, when it takes into consideration 3PL, COGS, everything you can think of, and you can add stuff in there yourself if there's anything missing based on your circumstance. So all of that, creative templates, copy templates, BROAS calculator, and the research cheat sheet, it's just $27, which is a bargain, I would say.
Yeah, I think we're losing money on the thing on our end, but it's really cool to get out there. I think we put countless amount of hours into this whole thing, and there's more too. I don't know if you want to touch on some of the other kind of order bumps we have in there as well, and then maybe we could just start diving in and talking about each thing a bit more.
Yeah, sure. So we've got a couple of order bumps that you can add to your cart during checkout, both very reasonable. We've got the swipe file of UGC creatives from DTC giants of high converting kind of best practice, very, very nicely put together UGC creatives, and it comes in a similar format to the creative templates. It's just a Canva swipe file. And you can just use that for like inspiration if you're lacking any, for formatting ideas, etc. So that's an order bump option. And then we've got a meta optimization checklist. So our senior media buyer in-house basically transferred our auditing process onto a Notion board. So everything that he looks for when it comes to auditing a meta account, he's just listed in priority order, and then you can just go through it and kind of check mark what you've got and then maybe what you need to address. So both of those are hovering around the $27, $37 mark as well, which again is crazy value. The ROI on those is massive. But yeah, the meta optimization checklist is just simply we follow that for all of our audits, but also add on some additional more bespoke recommendations based on like the conversations we have had with brands and goals and stuff like that. But as a standard, it will make sure that your meta account is like very, very solid and watertight. And then the swipe file was put together by our creative strategist, Aneta, and again, is just a killer resource for people that not even necessarily lack creative ideas, but just something that they want on hand to look for inspiration, just in one place. And then in addition to that, we have a library of direct consumer e-commerce landing pages. I think it was 379 on that, all categorized by industry. And then it's links to their landing page and links to the ads library. So you can just categorize it based on the industry you're in or an industry that you're interested in looking in. And then you can look at their ads library, check out their ads, as well as look at their landing pages to see if you can get any inspiration for yours. So it's just that really useful resource that you can have on file if you ever need any inspiration for angles, copywriting ideas, design inspiration, landing page ideas. So it's really useful again for use of for an e-commerce brand or an agency to use. So all of that is part of the whole bundle, but the last three products that I mentioned are kind of optional add-ons. But of course, we'd recommend adding them for the price is just crazy. That's what's included.
Wild. So yeah, to summarize everything, it seems like we're covering financials a bit with that calculator.
Yep.
We're covering the research and coming up with personas, pain points, demographics with that AI customer research kind of cheat sheet in our process with what we use with AI and reviews. From there, you can go into your ad account, get it optimized with that checklist. You can pull all that research and those takeaways that you have and push them into those creative templates that you get. And then we also have tons of more fuel with all these swipe files that people can look at and see like, oh, here's a great example of a video. I can send that to my editor, my creators that I might have. And then, yeah, we have the Facebook ad copy templates in there too. So you can run with that and have tons of different copy angles and ideas. And in addition to that, we're covering kind of the landing pages too and giving them tons of fuel for the landing page side of things. So I think, yeah, really powerful for what you get. I think that's why we keep hearing so many people say like, this is pennies. Yeah. Like, what are you guys doing? And it's awesome. It's cool to see. I think from what I've seen with a lot of the templates, there's other templates out there. I don't think they're this cheap for how many that you get. I think it's cool that we priced it so low. But one of the things I see sometimes is people just throw tons of creative kind of at the wall. And I think what's really nice is by bundling this with that AI kind of cheat sheet that we have, you can kind of pull out demographics, pain points, and do all that research. So then you're not really guessing when it comes to what am I going to write for the copy on these templates. It's pretty much clean, like just pull it from doing this research. Or you can go that other angle with, you can just pull those, the 150 plus copy paste, basically Facebook ad copy templates and ideas. And you can get some of those ideas and throw those on creative that we have in those templates. So yeah, I think it's really powerful for what you get and kind of what you can do with it. There's so many different angles that you can run with it too. I mean, even just the ad swipe files, you can go into those and see what people are doing, what has converted, and use that as inspo, and you can run with that. There's a lot here.
It's pretty holistic, and I think that was obviously intentional. Like creative templates are super valuable, and I would say as a standalone product, it's got legs, but like the holistic copy, inspiration, creative approach obviously is far more useful as a whole. And I think for the money that it costs at the moment until it goes up, like is the same cost of like a few beers. So even if you get one little gem of something that you can use within your ad account, it's kind of paid for itself. Whether that be a creative template that you've not tested before, or a piece of copy, or even just the research kind of methodology that will streamline your current methodology and save you hours of time. That kind of pays for itself. So yeah, it's useful. And as I say, the reviews from customers have been really good. They've been sending it in proactively, so I'm really happy with that. We're always going to continue to make improvements to it based on feedback that we get. And once you do get access, it's not like you've got limited access, it's lifetime access, and any updates that are made are yours for the cost of what you paid for it. And the way that you access all of your products is you get access to as soon as you've kind of checked out and process your order. You get sent an email, you get access to a members area, which is just access all your products that you've just acquired. And then you can duplicate those into your own ecosystem and then use them as and when you wish. So whether that be Canva templates or Notion boards, you can just duplicate those into your own ecosystem, use them as you wish, whether that be in-house or not. And the beauty of these templates are, if you've got a small team and you don't even manage the media buying yourself, you can acquire this and just give it to your team, and it's all very self-explanatory, and they can implement a lot of the stuff that we produced themselves. And at the same time, like, just contact our support if there's any like issues with accessing the products or how to use them. Just message the support and easily provide support on how to do that. But it's very self-explanatory. So yeah, I don't think it's a pretty simple product in terms of like, it is what it is. It's black and white. Tons of value, doesn't cost too much. So I don't think there's too much more to say about it other than the price point of $27 is what it is for the time being. I think probably April time will probably increase that depending on how the next couple of months go in terms of volume. But yeah, we'll probably increase that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm very proud of it, and I'm very glad and proud of the kind of value that it's bringing people that are buying it, and also our internal team as well.
Yeah, it was a big concentrated effort for multiple weeks. But we got it all together. And I think too, it's cool. We did pull some other people in. I know we got like sort of like a fractional CFO that helped us make the calculator, pulled in some really good designers to help with these kind of creative templates to work with our creative strategists. So yeah, I think it's really cool too. We pulled in some kind of experts into some of these different areas too, just to make sure it's really top notch and kind of the way that we do things. So
yeah, it's not just like outdated info, like we had all this stuff internally anyway, but I wanted to make sure that it was like pretty versatile across most brands, but also like just very up to date and good. So like the fractional CFO that we refer all our clients to if they need it, like he jumped on the calculator and just made sure it was watertight and useful. And so yeah, same with everything involved in it. So yeah, it's all up to date. It's all applicable to most brands, no matter what you sell. I would say primarily e-commerce. I mean, I'm sure there's some crossover with lead gen, no doubt, with regards to like the templates and the optimizations, but we've geared most of the templates towards e-commerce. But no doubt you can have some transferable templates in there as well. So I think that's about it, to be honest.
I feel like just the creative templates, I'm trying to think, we should have timed it, how quickly you can duplicate the whole thing and literally just edit your details into the ad and then publish it live. Like I feel like it can be like, I don't know, 15 minutes. You could pretty much have ads live today. You got this, like just go in, add your product shot, add USPs or whatever you might want to add for copy. Yeah. And then you can get it live like really quickly, which I think is awesome. Like I feel like a lot of brands might struggle with the ideas, the angles, the feel of that creative, just how to make it look good. And you can literally just get this, throw it in there, literally like 10, 15 minutes, get it going, which is, it's powerful. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of it is also 156 creatives are all quite drastically different. Like they're not very similar. Like there's not like 14 variations that are all pretty similar. Like every single concept and every single creative is pretty significantly different. So you can test in multiple different angles and get pretty good like testing variation going on with just these templates rather than it being quite similar. So we'll see. We'll keep it updated for sure as well, as and when new trends and things come up as well, and what we're seeing work.
Love it. Awesome. We got to come up with when we're raising the price, because I think I want to keep adding more to it. And like, I'm like, it's already over that value. So we got to probably.
We will. People keep saying like, I would obviously only once they've purchased it, they say you should up the price. They wouldn't tell me that before. Yeah. But they tell me when you're up in the price or you should up the price. And I'm like, yeah, we will. But we need to set a date for it. Probably be in a few weeks' time. So we'll see.
I think the beauty too, I feel like we were kind of debating between like Figma, like, do we want to go really high-end design with this, or do we want something like Canva? And I think just the beauty of Canva is like everyone can really pretty easily go in and click and drag and change colors and have their product info too. And I think that's really nice. Where Figma I've seen for some of the other templates, and they're great, but it just takes you like a little bit more. There's more of a learning curve. So I really like the idea that we just ran it with Canva. I think it makes it so simple for like, even if you have an intern that's going to help you make ads or something, like they can go in and figure it out pretty easily.
We actually, a lot of the templates were actually designed in Figma and transferred to Canva.
True.
So like they're pretty like decent like templates, because they were designed pretty high level in Figma and then just transferred over to Canva. And again, we say if we limit there's 156 of these templates. There's no reason that you can't manipulate them yourself and change various bits within them to double that. In fact, there's no like limit to the amount of templates that this bundle has. It's just that's what you're given from day one, and then you can kind of tweak them accordingly and make small variations of the same creative and create 300 if you really want. But yeah, like you said, you can get any Tom, Dick, and Harry to go in there and to manipulate them based on your brand, as long as they're using brand guidelines, make them your own.
Yeah, because you can pretty easily go in, again, use that AI kind of research cheat sheet, pull out kind of demographics and pain points and angles there, and then easily have like 3 or 4 different angles now for each of those creative templates. So like it's very quickly giving you a lot. And we see that sometimes with just like a different bold statement style, static ad, an angle can perform like light years ahead of another one just from that statement that you might find from that AI cheat sheet. So I think, yeah, it's very powerful, and you can very quickly get way more than what this number is just from having different angles. Yeah, so go get the bundle. Where can they get the bundle? Do we have an easy site we can say here?
We can put it in the description below here, the link to the bundle page. Also, it's plastered across all of my socials all the time. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter and LinkedIn, but we'll post the link below. It's growwithbrick.com/the ultimate e-commerce ad bundle. However, we'll post it below here for easy access.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy to find online for you to access if needed.
So yeah, go get the bundle. It's $27 now for probably a limited time. We're raising the price. I'm tired of getting all these messages from people.
It's also worth noting that it does have a 100% money back guarantee, 14 days as well. Like that's not just for kind of like conversions. That's like legit. If you find that you genuinely don't like it or use it, like we'll just send you money back. Like it's not a problem. Like we only want people to have it and download it if it is valuable. So if you find that you've just downloaded it and you've already got all these resources in house already, just let us know and we'll shoot you that $27 back.
Cool. Sounds like a no-brainer to me, but I'm probably biased. But yeah, thanks for joining us on the Growth Marketing Podcast, chatting all about that new Ultimate e-commerce bundle. Go get it today. It's $27 for now. It will go up in price because we're going to keep adding to it and building it up. And we're getting complaints that it is too cheap. So go get it while it's $27 today. Till next time.